Hi guys, it's SugarPlumSimss here and welcome back to another video, and we are doing a speed build. And I'm sorry it's been so long, literally about 2 weeks I want to say since I last uploaded. Yeah, it's been a long time. I went away, as I pretty much mentioned, and I only pre-recorded one video, which I probably should have pre-recorded more, but you know, I am not very good at this. I clearly have no experience, but you know, we're here now, and I recorded this speed build a couple days ago, and I didn't manage to actually record the voiceover until now because we had friends over who we used to see all the time in France. So literally I haven't seen them in probably like 7 years, and yeah, it's a long time. So yeah, but now I'm back and I've had a great time. I realized I haven't actually spoken about going to my grandparents because I haven't seen them in a while, and we did a lot of stuff, and we went to this like seaside type place one of the days, and that was really fun because it has some rides, and I'm not going to say where it is because I don't know, I just feel like maybe I should keep that private. But that was a lot of fun. It had some rides, it had like this roller coaster, and it also started pouring, so we got pretty wet. And it also had like a log ride where basically, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. You go on this log ride and then you get pretty soaked, and I got very soaked, and then it started to rain anyway, so you know, nothing was really lost there. And then we also went bowling one of the days, which was very fun as well. And then on the second to last day, we went to like an actual kind of theme park type place, and that was a lot of fun. It wasn't like one of the big ones like Alton Towers or anything. It's quite an old one, but it was still like really good. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I'll probably talk a bit more about it in another video because this video isn't very long. It's about like 14 minutes, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about that anyway, because I want to talk about this build, because this is a tiny home. Actually, I didn't even mention that, but it is a tiny home. It is a 4x4, but I kind of cheated a little bit because it's a 4x4, but then the living area is pretty much downstairs and outside, so it's not exactly a 4x4. And also, sorry if it's like slightly slow. I did cut out some of it that was a bit too slow, but it was basically my OBS. It was very annoying, and I didn't even realize until I was watching the footage back that it was a bit kind of choppy on some of the parts. And I did try to cut out some of that, but I clearly didn't cut out enough, and I think it was just because I don't really have much CPU. I only have about 4 gigs of RAM, and that's not really enough for like me to record a video very well, although I've never really had a problem before, so I don't really know what's happening. I don't know whether it's just because my computer has just gone old or something, which doesn't really make much sense, but you know, I'm just gonna have to deal with it, and hopefully I'll be able to sort something out as well. But this is the inside, and it only has a sleeping area, kitchen, and a bathroom, and then the living area is in the bottom part, so you know, it's still kind of a 4x4, but it's not entirely a 4x4, if you know what I mean. And I do kind of change around this layout a bit, which is why I cut out some of it, because I didn't really want to keep it in, because you know, it's a the layout changes a lot, and it just took me a while to figure out how to make everything work. This kitchen area kind of stays in the similar place, but it gets moved around a little bit, and then the bathroom gets moved to the other corner, and I actually make it bigger because I was trying really hard to fit in a shower and a toilet in that 2x1 space, but you know, it clearly wasn't working because it didn't fit at all. But I do move it around and make it 3.5 tiles like in total, so that seemed to work a lot better, and I managed to fit in a toilet and a shower, and I didn't bother with a sink because there's already a sink in the kitchen and it's pretty close, so I thought there wasn't really any need. And then the what am I trying to say, the bedroom was actually something I was really pleased with, and I didn't actually move it really around a bunch. Sorry, I'm like getting a bit tongue-tied because I haven't recorded one of these voiceovers in like over 2 weeks, so yeah, it's been a while, but the the bedroom area gets moved back like a tile, but it still is pretty much the same, and I really liked it because it was just very cozy, and I did something with like the bookshelf that kind of made it look like the bed had like a frame to it, kind of, if that makes any sense. I probably could have made a bunk bed, but I don't think that would have been usable at all, so I didn't, and I'm getting a little bit out of breath because I'm talking way too quickly, so let me slow down. But I also can't see the video right now because it's like paused. I know it's not actually paused when you're watching this, but for me sometimes it like pauses on certain video clips and then it just doesn't start up until the next video clip, because I did have to cut out some of the choppiness, but I didn't want to cut out too much because that would have been not very good, but it did make the video a bit shorter because I find with tiny homes they tend to be quite long because it just takes me a very long time to actually like figure out the layout and everything to fit everything. But yeah, I don't know, we're about halfway through, I think. But yeah, also a lot has been happening when I've been away. Like, I haven't really been on social media a whole bunch. I have been on Twitter every so often, but not really every day, all day long like I usually would. Usually I would just be on Twitter like constantly, but I haven't been on Twitter as much, and I also haven't really been watching as much sort of Sims YouTube, so I have a lot of builds to catch up on, especially from some of my favourite YouTubers, and you know, I just have a lot of catching up to do. But I've kind of enjoyed sort of like the time away from YouTube. Obviously I love doing YouTube and I'm not going to stop, but just I feel like it's nice to take a break every so often, and I really enjoyed it. And I did spend some of my time playing Call of Duty Zombies, hang on, which one was it, like Black Ops 2 Zombies, with my dad and little sister. That's like a lot of fun and I'm pretty good at it, I'd say. I mean, we go on easy, like this difficulty setting, and you know, we can only last about 13 rounds, but it's a lot. For me, I think the maximum is like 20 rounds. You probably don't know what I'm even talking about because I bet hardly any of you actually play Call of Duty. I don't play like the story mode. Ooh, my mouth made a really weird sound just then, but I don't play the story mode. I just play the local kind of mode with my dad and sister, because I know my little sister likes to play with me a lot, and you know, she's not actually that little, she's only 2 years younger than me, but I don't really tend to play with her much, so playing Call of Duty is kind of something that she likes to do as well, and I have fun with it as well. And what else? I'm planning on dyeing my hair, not like the entire head of hair because that would be a bit too much, but you know, I'm 15, I should probably be experimenting, I think. I don't know. I don't go to like a physical school. I go to like an internet school, so it doesn't really matter what I wear or do with my hair, and I want to dip dye the ends either like a pink or purple colour. I don't know yet, but I'm probably going to go to Superdrug in the next couple of days just to see what colours I'd like, and I think I actually need to pick up a few things from there anyway. I don't go out much really because I just don't have like a lot of fun out of the house. I'm sure lots of you can relate. I just don't. I'm quite a at-home person. I don't go out much. I don't venture out. I just like to go on my computer and stuff. That's pretty much my life. But I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to say, because I had a lot to say. Oh yeah, because my family was like really hectic for the past couple of days tidying for like friends who were coming from France. Literally, the house has been crawling with spiders everywhere, probably disturbed from all the cleaning. But I also have quite bad luck with spiders. They tend to like my room quite a bit. And my little sister also had one that was like kind of a bit big, and it had like thicker legs that crawled up her arm when she was lying on her bed, which, you know, probably my nightmare. But I got rid of that. I helped her move around her bedroom and pretty much destroyed it in the process. But I don't like to kill spiders. I had one that was crawling on my floor the other day, and I killed it, I squashed it, and I felt so bad because I couldn't get to a glass or anything to catch it, and then I knew that it would have been like lost, and I just didn't want it crawling around my bedroom, so I squashed it, and I felt really bad and very grossed out actually, and you know, my guilt was just playing up a bit, but you know, there's nothing I could do to rewind that, and I wouldn't have wanted it crawling around my bedroom. But I don't know, do any of you find it like hard to kill insects or just anything in general? Obviously I'm not talking about humans and animals, like bigger animals, because I'm pretty sure no one wants to kill those unless you're a serial killer. Oof, I cannot say words today. But yeah, I don't like killing insects. I think when I was younger I wouldn't have cared as much, but now I probably have a bigger conscience, I think. I don't know. But yeah, also this is kind of a small build just because I wanted to kind of break myself back into the routine of doing voiceovers and everything, because I didn't want to start out with a half an hour long video, because I definitely would have messed up and had to start again 2 times over. Usually that's kind of the case, but this is just a shorter video and I'm still messing up. Ugh. I'm not going to restart it though because I just can't be bothered to really, and I also have to actually work on a collab video which I said I would record like 3 days ago, but because of all like the moving and the cleaning and stuff, it's just been a bit hectic, so I haven't had any time to really record it, but I will be recording it soon. And I also said I would be talking about the build more, but I haven't really. I'll talk about this fence though, because that's definitely not boring at all. But yeah, I did try and find a way to incorporate these like flower hedges things, but it just looked a bit too much with them all around the thing, so I just did I actually got rid of them. Yeah, I forgot about that, in case you didn't already tell. So I used like these fence parts just to kind of add a bit of detail into it, and the rest of the landscaping is pretty basic. I just added a few flowers here and there, and then that's pretty much it. Oh, I didn't even mention actually that this is meant to be an eco home. I'll tell you the truth though, that this was not actually, I didn't have an eco home in mind for this. I just, at the end of it, I was looking around and I was thinking, oh, this looks like an eco home, so I named it that. You can call me a liar if you want, because I'm sure this isn't really an eco home, but you know, I think it kind of passes for one. It's got wood and stone and stuff, and to me that's kind of an eco home-ish type stuff. Oh, I have like something in my throat and I really need to cough. Okay, I'll probably cut that out because that was quite a loud cough. But anyway, we are into the screenshots now. I really hope you enjoyed. Hopefully this voiceover wasn't too bad. But what is my outro again? Oof, this is bad, I can't remember. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!